So it is Saturday. That means that Chris and I are probably at an auction, which we are. So we are in Tecumseh, Michigan at the cutest little subdivision. We are here early because when you're at a subdivision, your parking is minimal. And plus, we like to get kind of close in case we buy anything, which hopefully we do, that it's not so far of a walk to get to your car to unload it. So let's go check out to see what they have today that we might be able to bid on. I wonder if some of this yard art is for sale. Look at those cranes. Those are pretty cool. You can see that one back there. I don't know. Oh, look at their clematis. Okay, I'm not even looking at the right stuff right now. Or that toad. He's funny. Very funny toad. So I'm in the house. It is definitely full. Holy cow. Oh, the littles. Ooh, hopefully we brought boxes. Oh, don't necessarily, not quite my vibe though. Let's see what's over here. Oh, the little Tiffany lamp is my vibe. It's a little candle holder, I believe. Oh, white hen in a nest. No, this is the check-in area. So that copper horse, look at that copper horse, is very cool. I'm drawn to horses anyway, so we have a little hunting theme here. The hunt. But I do like this too. I think it's probably newer, but I do like that.
Was probably this round.
Oh my.
This height. It had to weigh.
Now you know why we came.
700 pounds easy. I mean, the guy bought it for $60. Yeah. But I said, how are you going to deal? Yeah, how are you going to move it? I can't even imagine how they got it into.
I think that is cool. Lots of bar memorabilia. Not a ton of Budweiser though. Spuds. Definitely do not need that. Newer Christmas. So some cute stuff out here in the sun porch. Tiffany, or I keep calling it Tiffany, a stained glass piece. That's pretty. Then we have, is that a reproduction? It's kind of cool though, with the chicken on it. Some copper, snail, cactus. Yeah, well, I guess they do want some water. Oh, you need a ladder to get up there. That's a lot of a collection. We all collect something different. I like to see the Rock City though, birdhouse. I think that's fun. The flag. Got a baker's rack. It's nice and sunny this morning. Cute canvas. Some very heavy plants. Some nice built-ins. Perfect for somebody who collects. Cute little doorstop. You just never know what you're going to find.
Yes.
Interesting pole person. Golfer? Sure. I see some bells. Canasta. Haven't played that in years. If you don't know what to do. Yeah, it gives you ideas. That's an interesting way. You were right about that. Not the prettiest of things. Yeah. This is the Jim Shores. Yep. Jim Shore's little angel with all those very breakable parts. This looks like Westmoreland. Let's see what's on the shelves. Oh, got some grapes. Not fast sellers though. I should buy that piece just to take these off because it was so hard to break them for that one wreath that I made. They weren't very easy to break. Oh, pretty cuckoo clock. Yeah, look everywhere because they didn't take a ton of it down and set it on tables. So I guess they're gonna have us coming in the house. Look at that huge Howard Miller. Y'all, I'd be tempted to paint that frame because I know oak does not sell very well, but that's a beautiful, humongous statement piece. What are those? Turn around, you see something different. Yeah. So we have a church. Oh, I gotta go down the steps, y'all. I'm literally on the steps. A cottage, and then a barn. They're very pretty. There's like a little 3-set. Let me twist here. Yeah, there you go. And they're all signed. Especially, I love barns, I love cottages, and I love churches. So, okay, what's in this space? Definitely was a golfer. Got some golf trophies, some more built-ins. That's a fun grandma court pillow. Very clean house. I don't think I would feel weird buying anything like that from this house. You kind of, you get your vibe. That is a humongous mirror. Huge. Not detailed though, but it is bevel glass, so it's an option. Oh, so you never know what kind of vase is underneath flowers. Look at those. That's a beautiful. That blue is beautiful with the. What they call it? Do they call that opalescent? With when they have the white, it's kind of flickering in the sunlight there, but you're not stroking. It's the beautiful sunlight we're given today. People are walking by the window. This is another bedroom you have to look in. More shelvings. Look at those. Oh, they have old pictures in them, so I'll probably stay clear. I don't know anything about old pictures. The sheet print is beautiful. Got some more tchotchkes at the top. I think those are actually an old stack of books. I like how they color coordinated it with the room. Okay, we're going into the basement. Very dark down here. Nice leather chair, though. Very nautical. Ooh, bright light. Is that copper? Maybe. Yeah, that's the fun of all these auctions and places we go. You just never know what you're going to come across. Oh, the ceiling. Very fancy ceiling. Oh, wow. Oh. Ship's captain. That is cool, though. I wonder, is it wood? I'm afraid to touch it. I think it's plastic, but it's still cool. Like we live around lakes, so what is that? Huh. Interesting piece. Oh. Oh, a whole bunch of knots. Hams. What are these? Woodworking or paint by numbers? Oh, that's all woodworking. Like pieces of wood that are inlaid. Wow. See a crab, or not crab, lobster. Crawdad, which are lobster. We're going with that. I said lots of bar. I don't know if Chris is interested in that or not. The dry sink, not. It's newer. We have a dry sink that's in our booth, so I don't know. Christmas is newer. We do not need a pool table. Been there, done that in our years of marriage. Okay, let's check out the tables now that they have the tables all separated. They liked their nautical, but that's cool. It's a Tiffany, oh my gosh, style stained glass lighthouse. Some days I can't talk. My own worst enemy. Feel little, oh, that sunflower. I need that for myself. Oh. Oh. Martha, is that a Martha Washington table? So walking around front, they have a cement goose. Got some nice age to it. So maybe the frog up front is a cement. I don't know. Huge pot. Cute little praying angel cherub. That one, I think that one might be resin. Oh, if we wanted to look at that little bell. So I wasn't sure what to expect at this auction. The draw was that Chris wanted to bid on some of the non-Budweiser, even though he collects Budweiser, but for resale, he thought there is a lot of old bar, very collectible memorabilia there. So he's like, I'll go, and I'm like, you know what? I always find something at an auction. I am really good. I knew that it didn't look like on the pictures for me anyway. There was a lot of antique and vintage. So I'm like, hey, not every auction's for me. It's not all about me. But oh, poor Chris, because that bar memorabilia actually drew quite a collectors to come bid on it who waited all day. It was all day. It was like 4:30 when we left there. Usually auctions done between noon and 2. So yeah, he was pretty much outbid. Didn't even get to get in the ring and play. He really wanted the large ham one. Ham. I'm not really sure on my beers. And it, like, the guy that was collecting it, that's what he collects. He was like, started the bid off at 400. They resell for 849. Chris didn't even get into the ring and play, like I said. So he did get the couple Budweiser pieces though that he wanted. So I was like, oh, I don't know. So you noticed in the video I went back around twice, and I'm like, okay, first glance, I'm like, I didn't really see much for my vibe. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back around again. I'm going to take a little bit closer look and see what I can find. Well, with that being said, I found some stuff that I could bid on. Not as much as Chris, but I did find some items to bid on. So I'm going to take the camera down. Chris is, at the time we're videoing this, he's getting ready to have people over in the afternoon so he can enjoy the first game of the Lions. So I'm hoping, y'all, he got an outdoor TV. Oh, he's so happy. He wanted to share it with friends and show it off, though this will be after the Lions game. So I'm hoping when I'm filming this that it's a winning game. We can only wish. So let me take the camera down and share with you what we got. So out of the cement items that I got, I could not touch the crane as much as I wanted some of those cranes. There's 2 cranes. Yeah, they went 80 and above, and that wasn't something I was going to use in my own decor. I was looking to buy them to resell. So, but somebody got a couple beautiful pieces. And then they were selling the arbors and the arches, and but they had beautiful plants that were just like, I was like, just leave that for the next homeowner. But it's an auction and they sell everything. So I got this cute little boy and girl statue, though we're getting towards the end of the outdoor booth. I'm like, I might, go through like our open house the first weekend of November, and still have stuff in the outdoor booth. So I got the little boy and girl. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping the toad myself. because he's cement, he's heavy, and then once Chris got it out of the ground, you can see that he had not been moved, and he's got lots of crackage going on. Not that he's going to he probably will eventually fall apart, but so I actually wanted to keep him anyway for myself or put him around the new patio. I did get a best dressed goose. I love the chippy white paint. Hopefully nobody breaks the neck on this one. Yes, I had one and they broke the neck in my outdoor booth. Ugh. But I paid way more for the newer one than I paid for that, so that's good. Nobody really wanted the cement pieces other than they wanted the cranes. So a beautiful stained glass. Always, I'm weak for stained glass. I just think it's amazing. A couple cast iron door stops. So you got a couple ducks and then some little flowers. And you kind of just leave those as is because of the vintage vibe it's got going on. If they don't sell, then I can repaint them. But for right now, they're just staying as is. And I can't believe I bought so I bought the sunflower outside, and then they had 3 more of those mums. Um, Unfortunately, though, as soon as you touch them, they're just so brittle, they're falling apart. So I don't know. I thought maybe try some weather defense on one of them. It can't hurt because I'm sure just they have been in the weather and they're just so brittle. So we'll see how that goes. I did get a galvanized. So I was happy about that. And I thought, and then, hey, suet, I feed the birds. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy suet. And then I thought this piece was hilarious. It was minimal. They were huge golfers. The son said about, I don't know if he said like 10 years ago his parents stopped golfing, and she's 87. So I mean 77, that's pretty good. I could throw the ball a lot farther than I can hit it. But I thought this was fun, just fun gag gift kind of pieces. Got the little a little putter with good luck rabbit foot on it, and then the horn. I just for giggles. And the randomly weird piece that we bought, and Chris was in my vibe. Let me shut that back door. There, I don't want to complain about sunlight, but the back door was shining, shining. Yeah, it is a harpoon. So a few auctions ago, it was the same auctioneer I bought a large fiberglass fish, and I was able to resell that. So when I saw this, I was like, what do you think, Chris? Because this is stuff I'd put in his booth. I know it's his booth, but somehow I put stuff in it. And so we had a dollar amount we'd go up to, and so we were like the 150 mark to resell around 300, because it is, when do you see a harpoon, y'all? You just don't. And being in a lake community and people, decorating like that, I'm like, I feel like there's no problem whatsoever being able to resell this piece. Another outdoor was this old vintage wheelbarrow, though I have actually resold similar ones like that. They're just little dump carts. And my favorite find of the whole auction was, I didn't even get to film this because I'm like, I don't usually look at gardening tools, but like my 4th trip around waiting for the auction to happen. Yeah, so my 4th trip around waiting for the auction to happen, I kind of started noticing like, well, that's green with a stripe. Well, that one's green with a stripe. That one's green. I was like, and they weren't all together. They were like separated. And so I looked at Chris and I'm like, that would be a wonderful display somewhere on our property, if the old barn, maybe in the outside during the spring and summer into the fall. So my main goal then all of a sudden was to collect every single one of the green with the cream stripe vintage yard equipment. I'm gonna call it. And actually nobody really caught on that that's what I was doing. Nobody cared. So and probably the highest price piece I paid for was because he would this is the auctioneer that sells, you buy, I have 2 for up, and you have to buy both of them at each individual price. Yeah, anyway, so it was the axe, but it wasn't too bad. So, well, maybe I take that back. I think the stamper, come on, when are you ever going to see green handled with a cream vintage mallet, stamper, axe, 2 rakes, a hoe, a little shovel, and then the axe. But I do think I might have paid more for the stamper, but I had to complete my collection. I'm like, I'm not going to run across any of those ever again. I doubt it. Highly, highly doubt it. And then Chris got some extras to resell. And I've always wanted one of these sod cutters because we don't have stones around the front where the person before us that owned this house. So I wanted to kind of try one of those. So when that was up there, I'm like, hey, I know what that is. As I said, Chris got some amazing items. He got that huge vise. He has never actually walked away with an anvil. I don't think he's ever gotten an anvil. Another little vise. More tools. He's a tool guy, y'all. What's in the bag? I don't know what's in the bag. Let's look. Okay, I got it open. Oh, it's minis. It's minis. Oh, they're so cute. Yes, I see why he grabbed that bag. Cute little minis of. Oh, just there. Oh, why is stuff that are little is just so cute? He did get a couple planes. I think this was actually in the galvanized that I bought, so I got a little extra tool belt. This was amazing. They actually turned it on, which scares the heck out of me, safety issues. But a beautiful, those I usually black or vintage green sell well, or ones that have more like propellers, I guess. Propellers, yeah. So like propellers is always, but because this actually worked, people have actually, I would not want to use it. I'd be so scared of my fingers. Anyway, yeah, I usually don't do these cans, but it had graphics left on it, so we got that. Budweiser, Chris got a little bottle opener magnet, and he already has one of these, but nobody was there for Budweiser, let me tell you. So, and that I think that was the only two Budweiser items that were there. He did pick up this Griswold. And I usually we can't. Oh, and he got a whole bunch of wheat pennies, but we usually don't win bids on the Griswold stuff, and so he's going to check out the value, or we'll keep it for ourselves. I did buy. I don't know if he is. I don't know what Captain Captain Morgan. I don't know who he is, but there again the lake. He is actually resin, but definitely an older piece. It does say something there, but I can't really read it from the mold. But I thought, oh my gosh, somebody from the lakes will definitely love it. An old bar light, shines nice and red. It's really pretty. He got a pulley. This was in the bar area. I did end up getting this. Whether it's new or not, I don't know, but I've never seen one with a rooster. So I thought I will take my chance. I'm weak for stained glass, so a stained glass light. Though some of the pieces are nothing I can do about that. Just sell it as is, and maybe somebody will forgive its imperfections. When I bought this piece, I thought it was a pitcher. Because it was up on the shelf. I really just thought that was a gold frame canvas pitcher. It's not. It's a box. There you go. I did get the sheet pitcher and that beautiful bottle brush wreath. And then I got him for $2. He's a golfer. Chris thinks he's missing his hat because he bald on top. I think the tag's still on there. So some more stained glass, a sailboat. I have actually sold monkeys, bunnies, and birds of this, and I've never seen the turtle one. So I'm like, hey, hopefully I can get a chance to get that. And then a snail. That was a little auction extra I can throw in the outdoor booth. Waited the whole auction in the last room. I can finally bid on the Sea Rock City. Somebody said that's Tennessee. I thought it was Detroit. I don't know. I just thought it was a very cool birdhouse that I'll probably keep myself. I bought this because he was picking in a closet. So pick first, or he's selling the whole thing. So I thought these were beautiful, aged looking flowers. I did get the light. That is so cool. And it even has one of those little shimmery lights. Looks like a candle. I thought the golfers were funny. Nobody wanted the golfers. So I went ahead and grabbed them. I poured the potpourri out of this. And I think that is beautiful. I'll stick some kind of collection in there. And then these are just some other little bar stuff that came in one of my boxes. I think it was in with all this little hanging stained glass pieces that are beautiful. Look at, they're so pretty. They just glisten in your windows just amazingly. I don't know what that marble came from. I didn't find his home, but, and then I did get the doorstop rooster, crawdad, shrimps. Chris said shrimp. Maybe it's a shrimp. I don't know. This was in the closet, and I popped it open, and it did have its cord. So I'm like, well, maybe somebody, because the closet stuff. If you can wait to the end of the auction, that is where some of the best deals are. I mean, not for the bar stuff, because the collectors are going to wait all day and camp all night for that. But if you're a reseller and you can wait to the end of the auction, like, and we usually do, very seldom do we leave early, that's where you're going to get some of your best deals. So like getting to pick in a closet that nobody even really looked at. I mean, there was, the Christmas was newer. I would have wanted more vintage Christmas. But the boxes were going for like $10, and they were just packed with Christmas stuff. So somebody was making out like a bandit. So I just did a pick on the shelves of what I saw that I thought I might be able to resell. And I thought that little percolator is very cute and retro. And then I picked, because there was a couple. If there was just one, I probably wouldn't, but those are sweet little bunnies. I did get the hen and the nest, and then that copper horse, which maybe at some point of its life came off a weather vane. I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool. I did get get out of the sun. I did pick up these. These are gorgeous, you all. They're just, I mean, Adrian, Michigan. So somebody framed them. I think they are somebody's pictures or art. I don't know. Pictures, artworks. I don't know. They are amazing. All of that's amazing. Auction extras when I was buying the cast iron pieces were these little, these are both are cement. This one is a resin. Another little cast iron duck. The Tiffany style little votive holder. This is actually an old wood duck decoy. Unfortunately, only one glass eye, one of the glass eyes. Ooh, the sun is coming in. Is missing, unfortunately. And then my last two pieces, if I can show them in the sun. This was in one of the closets, and I think I got paid $2 for it. I'm like, hey, that reminds me of Chevy Chase's Christmas. Christmas. And then the little cherub angel, which is cement also. Oh, and I can't forget Chris's heavy box of C-clamps, corner clamps, and while I was bidding and hardly anybody was there, I'm like, I'll take the flag and put it in my outdoor booth. Somebody might love that. And I think how Chris staged it with the other little rusty flag star looks wonderful. So honestly, at first, I didn't really see anything. Like, I don't see anything. And I didn't want to say anything to Chris because, that he wanted to stay for the bar. And he actually noticed at first, like, I don't really think there's a lot of vintage and antiques here for you. Do you want to go? Because there was another one. There was one way closer in Hillsdale, which is like right next to where we live, at the fairgrounds that we could have went to. But I didn't see, like, there was a whole bunch of antique and vintage there, but it just wasn't my, we all vibe differently. But sometimes it's for him. It's not always about me. Yeah, I said that. So anyway, thanks for watching today's video. You just never know. Just show up to like one of the couples that was there at the auction. They just happened to stop by. They didn't even plan on going to an auction that day. And next thing they know, their vehicle is full and they're staying to the end of the auction and they're just packed with goodies. So that was a lot of fun to meet them. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see where Chris and I have been. Bye.